Hello, dear friend. Imagine that all movie universes decided to release their premieres in the same month, and even more so during a period of restrictions such as COVID. What would be the logical outcome? Low box office for those premieres. And if each of them will also throw out various unpleasant moments, well, for example, after buying a ticket, still charge 1% of the cost at the entrance to the theater. Unpleasant? Unpleasant. I think those who closely follow the news on our channel have already realized the analogy with Layer 0. And June is very rich in L2 listings. And in addition to ZK, Layer 0 and a number of others, BLUM token will be listed on BitGet exchange in the coming days. So, what is the list? According to information on the project's website, it is the only Ethereum L2 decision with its own yield for Ethereum and stablecoins. The yield from BLUM comes from Ethereum stakes and RVA protocols. The revenue from these decentralized protocols is automatically passed back to BLUM users. The default interest rate for our L2 is 0%. On BLUM, it's 3.5% for Ethereum and 8% for stablecoins. In other words, the project creators intend to send the commission for the use of L2 solutions to users, so that the token has not only its own value, or the value created by additional actions, such as staking, but also generates income in itself, allows you to get the maximum passive income. The system utilizes the native income embedded in Ethereum. Now to the numbers. Since the network mainnet is still at the beta stage, it will not be possible to compare the cost and consequently the popularity of transactions in this network with other L2 solutions. The project hasn't yet disclosed a detailed roadmap for the network development, nor the economics of the project. This imposes certain limitations on any analysis. Agree, it's quite difficult to estimate the value of a token if it's not clear exactly how many tokens will enter the market in the near future. So far, there are two figures from which we can base our analysis. That's the total number of 100 billion tokens registered on the Ethereum network, and the pre-market price, which at the time of filming this video is about 4 cents per one token. By simple multiplication, we get 4 billion possible capitalization, and that's a very large amount for today. The market is in a deep correction, and L2 solutions have been hit as much as others. We should also take into account the project team, including the guys who previously launched BLUM, which was so much hoped for, but which hasn't yet shot up in a year since its listing. I hope the team will take this experience into account and that economics of a new project will be more balanced. Remember our example with movie premieres from the beginning of this video. Is this what we have in June? ZK started and price dropped. Layer 0 was launched and the price dropped. BLUM is expected to do the same. Potential investors have already been burned, and now they will blow on water. The fear index has fallen below 30, which means that there is a little easy money left on the market. So, if BLUM decides to launch at a pre-market price of 4 cents, we are likely to fall almost immediately after the launch. Just look at the interesting summary of ROI of listings since the beginning of this year. Not cheery, isn't it? Two things can change this situation. Radically different economics of a project. Well, for example, if right before the launch they announce that in the next year on the market will be no more than 10% of the total issue of tokens. Or white swan, if some event happens that sends the whole market up. For example, Harry Hensler decides that it's possible to accept ETF on Ethereum, and it can be done much earlier than everyone expects. So, watch the news closely and adjust your plan for a BLUM listing based on the latest relevant information. And where to find it? I think you already know.